just heard at the beginning of this event the story of this building and how it supports entrepreneurs as a sort of a incubator, accelerator, that sort of thing. There are such things in Quebec as well, and to tell you about them, I'd like to introduce Martin-Luc Archambault.
This is your captain pocket.
Alright, I'm Martin-Luc Archambault, so you can just call me Martin, it's much easier, although Sam said it pretty well. I'm an entrepreneur, angel investor. I'm not here to talk about myself today, I'm here to talk about the Montreal and Quebec startup ecosystem. And ultimately, I guess I'm here to convince you guys to invest in that ecosystem. So just before starting, who here out of our American investors has ever invested in Quebec or in Canada across the border? So we got maybe 4 or 5, that's not a lot. It can seem scary to invest across the border, but let me tell you, it's not. I experienced it myself when I sold my previous company to Zango in Seattle. I wasn't sure about doing business or doing a big transaction with Americans, but finally it ended up like a love story. So let me just start really quickly by giving you 4 examples of Canadian companies that recently had really good exits. Stream the World, which was founded by my friend Daniel Robichaud. Stream the World streams what, 2,000 TV and radio stations?
CBS, ESPN,
and it just sold to which? Triton Media in Los Angeles. So I'm sure all the angels in there made a lot of money. Stumbled upon, nobody knows, well, not a lot of people know that, but it's actually a company that got started in Canada and sold for $75 million to eBay. Same thing with Flickr. Started in Canada, sold to Yahoo. And finally, just I think it was a week ago or 2 weeks ago, Radiant 6 sold for over $300 million to Salesforce. Another great Canadian company from Fredericton. So we can do business in Canada, we can make money in Canada. The startup Montreal ecosystem is really evolving. I think there's never been a greater time to be an entrepreneur. There's lots of things going on. Obviously there's Capital Innovation. I won't spend too much time on this. Just last week we had Accelerate Montreal, and what struck me as really nice about Accelerate Montreal is we had speakers from all over the States. How many speakers did we have? Maybe like eight speakers. We had Fred Destin, we had Brad Feld, Dave McClure. I mean, these are stars from the States that came to Montreal. So I guess if they come, it's because something's definitely going on.
They're like rock stars.
They're like rock stars. Montreal is a festival city. We got the Jazz Fest, the Comic Fest, so we're going to have the Montreal Startup Fest for all startups all across the world to come here and share. It's in July, so you guys are more than welcome to come. And finally, Next Montreal is a blog. It's like our TechCrunch or Mashable, where we talk about the community and learn what's going on. Most of the great, or the promising, I would say, startups in Montreal are coming out of these seed funds or incubators. And Ange Quebec might talk to you a little bit about it, but recently funded ArtFox, which is a LinkedIn for the world of arts and entertainment. It connects people by project instead of by company, and it's been doing great. There's also a seed fund called Montreal Startup, which gave birth or funded Beyond the Rack. And Beyond the Rack is a site where you can get designer brands for cheap. And this site is about to do $100 million in sales in the next year, after 2-3 years of launching. It's unbelievable. There's also another incubator, Neotech, funded by my friend Daniel here, who just released Text and Drive. And Text and Drive saves lives. It's an application on your iPhone or BlackBerry that reads your email when you're driving, and it allows you to respond while you're driving without touching your device. One of the newest incubators is called Year One Lab, and their featured product, I would say, is Local Mind. It's been named one of the most promising startups in South by Southwest. And I kept the best for last. Bolidea, which I'm a partner in, just gave birth to WAJAM. And the reason I say the best for last is because I'm now the CEO of WAJAM. Joking aside, WAJAM's been named one of the top 10 startups to watch for in 2011. And what we do basically is we bring your friends with you everywhere that you search. So anywhere there's a search box and your friends have knowledge, we put it in that search box, whether you're on Amazon or on Google. I mean, I think this looks like a huge logo farm, but all I'm trying to say is there's a lot of hype in Montreal, there's a lot of things going on, and I think it's just, the birth of it, the beginning of it. And any good investor wants to buy low, sell high. I think now is the time to buy low. Thank you.